Так, ребятушки, всем добрый вечер. Продолжим наши подбушки Марса. Сейчас быстренько проверю чат. Кстати, не знаю, как по звуку микрофона, мне что-то приходится пользоваться беспроводными наушниками. Не знаю, как по качеству они звучат. Что скажите, ежели что. Так, ну что, поехали. Странно. Очень странно. Так, вроде сейчас должно быть по звуку нормально. Не могу перезвучить. Ну да. Так, мне сейчас надо.
Halt! Stop right there. We're
С
conducting a
места мы
search.
проводим обыск. Мы ухаживаем. Как-то слышно, видно.
I heard you're the person you see when you lose your ID.
Oh, yeah?
Серьезно?
Maybe you misunderstood.
Это очень.
And who are you?
Roy. Tranquility sent me.
That old son of a bitch. He needs me?
Apparently. I also figured maybe you could help me too, actually.
Did you now?
Вот как. Да.
Roy,
Говорит,
huh?
профи.
Well, we're not off to a good start. Roy. I don't know where you're from, but this is Aurora here. You gotta get yourself a nice virtue name if you don't want to get arrested first time they check your papers. Well, I mean, I'm just saying that in case someone did happen to be able to do lost papers for you.
Привет, Александр. Ну я же компьютер разбирал, я стол там немножко переделал. Внешний вид. И что-то сегодня наушники подключил, звук есть, микрофон нифига не работает. Поэтому вот такие у меня Bluetooth наушники, которые TVC вот эти называются, внутриканальные. И вот здесь поэтому я говорю, звук несколько маленький. Что будем выяснять, что там. Так, вроде разъемов у меня там много нет. Там разных. Что здесь произошло?
What's going on around here? Why is the army checking
Всех
everybody?
останавливают.
You think the place was run by the people?
Кто демократ?
What
Ты вообще с
planet
какой
you
планеты?
from?
На Марсе?
Mars never
Да,
had
планета.
anything like that, and it's not the day after we win a war on some trick that
Это
everything's
не
gonna
значит, что
change.
что-то изменится.
The army's checking everybody's
Солдаты
identity,
отправят все
especially on
документы,
the
особенно
main
на
roads.
главных
If you don't have the right papers,
Тебе
the only
останется
thing you
только
can do is
какой-то
join the
еще.
wildlife in the slums.
Из города тебе не
But that's
выбраться.
not the way out of the city.
У меня вообще сейчас монитор основной на полу стоит на коробке с принтером. Второй монитор на системнике стоит, а я просто сижу на диване. Может, где-то фальшивый.
Okay, how can I get legit papers?
Honestly,
Честно, понять.
no idea.
Сколько надо замечать, я хорошо информирован.
The bartender seemed to know what he was talking about when he sent me to you, and he knew where you hang out.
Well, a bartender should quit the booze before he starts talking bullshit to some guy nobody ever met. And he knows I'm holding out for fuck's sake. Listen, if you want papers that'll do the trick, you need a forger worthy of the name, and the only one I've heard is under a lot of pressure right now.
Maybe I could help you let off some steam.
You think so?
Думаешь,
You
ну
can always
попробуй.
try.
Если у тебя получится,
I
он
guess if you
стоит
do
свою
good, he'd probably return the favor. Dressed like an escaped prisoner the way
тебя
you
где-то
are,
избежавших
you probably couldn't
заключений,
afford
то
it
все равно
otherwise
карман
anyway.
его уступки.
I'm listening.
Я слушаю.
Well, it seems someone ratted on the guy.
Похоже на парня,
Now
кто
he's got
принес.
soldiers all over him,
А теперь
turning
солдат
his workshop
переворачивает
upside
мастерскую и
down.
рекламу.
So they might find something.
Возможно, ему удастся что-то.
Well, he ain't exactly
Он же не
stupid,
дурак,
you know.
правда. Они на
He just
стенке
doesn't leave
разбросали по
evidence
одному.
lying around the
Если они
house.
не вцепились, то уж
But now
точно.
they're on him. They'll never let up. They'll keep his place on the
Вот
watch
следить за его домом,
until they got
что-нибудь
something they can get
попадется.
their teeth into.
So what do you suggest?
Me?
Чего?
Nothing.
Солдаты сидят в
But
мастерской,
as long as those soldiers are sitting in the guy's workshop, the production
тоже
line's hardly about to start up again. No, you'd have to get rid of them if you wanted him to help you. But I just might happen to have a few interesting bits and pieces myself. Bunch of evidence. Pretty convincing. If the army found it in some gang's hangout, for example, everyone would be breathing a little easier.
That's a good tip. All right, I'll go visit the workshop, and I'll decide once I get there. Later.
Давай, отлично.
It's done. The access looks blocked for the moment.
Halt! Stop right there. We're conducting a search.
I don't know what you're looking for here, but I got a good tip about some forgery going on. There's a gang that works not far from here. One of their guys came up to me and tried to sell me some fake ID. I turned him down, of course, but I think you should check it out.
Oh, that's exactly what we're looking for here. Hey guys, let's go. Seems there's a gang behind all of it.
So, you can use your workshop again.
Ha! Good work, Roy. How'd you do it?
I did like you suggested. Drew their attention to that gang's suspicious activities. They went for it in a flash. I was almost disappointed.
You got a knack for convincing people, that's for sure. Good work, my man. Our friend will be able to get back to work in peace and quiet.
You gonna keep that up for a while?
Do I look like I'm playing games? Okay, you got no more questions? I'll get back down to work. You know where to find me now. Hey, thanks for helping me out.
You and Tranquility know each other?
Enough to know he's real smart. But I know how to keep my mouth shut. Not like him. He used to organize fights, but couldn't pay me what I want. Since then, he sends me customers when they seem reliable. He's almost never wrong. I'll give him that.
You fight?
So I can come up against someone like you? No thanks. I'm happy enough just betting. My fingers and eyes are too valuable. I need them to work with.
Tranquility needs new identity papers.
Yeah, I got that. I told that bastard not to send anybody anymore, but you did help me out by getting that gang accused. Here, a little present for our mutual friend.
So, you got forged papers for me?
Forged? What for? Here are your papers, Mr. Resilience. You must have left them here the last time.
What was I thinking? Thanks. Resilience, huh?
What? Disappointed? You wanted honor, maybe? That kind of name's just for the elite, my man. And I gotta admit, I never got a look at the papers those people carry. At least your name fits you pretty good. And it's pretty rare, too. Getting a name like that attributed at birth traumatizes you for life.
That'll do. It's just a piece of paper, after all.
Hey, show my work a bit of respect, all right?
Later.
Шагов получить.
got my papers? I
Документы
can't
у тебя
spend the rest of my life here. I got a business to run.
дела. Вот твои
Here you
документы.
go. Your, well, the papers you asked for. Thanks, buddy.
Все. И ничего.
Hey. Hey. Later.
Thank you. I'd never be back in my workshop if it hadn't been for you. You saved my life, you know.
Surely you'll return the favor.
Наверняка не
I went
станешь
for a
обладать
non-violent
решением
approach.
бизнеса,
At least with them,
как
they decided to leave the place on their own.
Они решили покинуть.
Yeah, well, they didn't look real happy. They even threatened me. But at least they left. Guess I should think about getting some kind of weapon. I gotta be able to protect myself.
Might be a good idea, you know. The scumbags around here may not be hard to impress, but if you don't show a few teeth, you'll sleep outside again and they'll just walk all over you.
Ah, you got that right. I'll go equip myself.
What's the deal with this place? How'd it become the hangout for all the addicts in Shadow Lair?
Not all of them, really. But if I told you this part of the city used to be really happy and lively, well, that'd be a happy and lively pile of crap. I've been living here for 40 years now, and it's only ever been a slum. The slum, like everyone calls it, even if none of the other parts of town are all that great either. Anyway, it still found a way to go downhill. People weren't real happy, that's for sure, but they at least didn't go getting all violent like that. They got sold a dream, and they were let down.
Кто продал
And who sold it to them?
Oh, lots of folks.
многие те же самые, кто
Same
сейчас
ones that promised everybody water,
и даже
a
работают.
place in the shade, or even just a job to make life easier. You know. The same one who promised them a future if they joined the army and told everybody one day we'll all go back to Earth. Of course, there's those who try to get you to believe everything will be better as soon as you stick a needle in your arm. But those guys are smart. Half the time, what they say is true. One of them hangs out here, apparently. Don't ask me where, but the slums is turf. And seeing as the army doesn't come around that often, pretty much all the junkies are here.
I thought you couldn't stand those addicts.
Sometimes I get carried away, say things I shouldn't. But you got my workshop back for me, and that's all I needed. I got nothing against those kids, to be honest. You can't really say they ever had it easy. Back in the day, we weren't exactly well off, but at least we had hope.
I gotta admit, I don't really see why you stick around this dump.
We moved here nearly 40 years ago, my wife and I. Wasn't the lap of luxury, but we couldn't really afford anything else. And there were things to do around here at the time. She was an artist, you know? I just ran the store. Compared to what she could do with her hands, the technomancers were nothing. She was a real magician. She's not here anymore. But I can't leave our workshop. We built it together. I'd have liked to know the place was going to survive both of us. If we'd had a kid, that would have been what we wanted more than anything. Well, almost anything.
I see. Since you've been living here, you must have heard about Charity, I guess.
Of course. Great woman. I don't even want to think what things would be like around here without her.
I suppose so.
It's not what you think. She's got good company, that's for sure, but that's not all she does, you know?
Really?
It may seem like an old-fashioned idea, but she's a good person. She helps people, and has enough influence so things run pretty much smoothly, even though the militia disappeared. It's sure not the source or its soldiers who are going to do that for us. Hooker or not, it's people like her that we need, not them.
Maybe Wisdom and his guard dog should try selling their bodies to see what it's like.
стороны его
They can do with a
сожрать
change
лес,
of perspective.
наверное, что-то скажет.
I mean, don't go repeating that, of
То
course.
есть не говорите никому,
You tend to relax a bit when the cat's not around.
мышек в лес, сами
No problem.
понимаете.
I
Без
can't even think of how to fit it into a
проблем. Процессе
conversation.
разговора, в котором бы это можно было поставить. Ладно, пока.
Later.
Так.
look who's here.
Кто пришел?
So, Roy,
Рой,
I
кажется,
think
нам
we
нужно
need to talk
поговорить про...
about prowess.
What about him?
А что
You
с...
said you were
Я
friends
говорю,
with
что-то,
prowess,
если
right?
вдруг так,
But you didn't
а
mention you
вообще
actually
работаем
worked
вместе.
together. How interesting.
Really? How so?
Правда? Почему?
You are dangerous.
Давай,
I know you're the one who
стилятись
beat the
туда,
crap out of
Фрэнк,
these guards in the shanty. Which actually makes you
Да,
the
поэтому ты
perfect
идеальный
candidate for
кандидат
a
на
job
работу,
I
которую
could
любит,
offer,
типа, знаешь?
if you're interested.
Так, я слушаю.
I'm listening.
There are several gangs smuggling all kinds of things here.
Есть несколько банк, которые
But our
занимаются
superiors
контрабандой,
don't
нужно
seem to
участвовать
want to
в
let us
России,
stop
бороться.
them.
Даже
Or
здесь
even just keep an eye on them.
другие приоритеты.
Priorities, they say. I need
Мне нужно
evidence,
доказать,
so they
что
finally
предоставить
move their
после
asses and let us
как
put an end to
обязательство
these
занятия
smuggling
контрабандистом.
operations.
And you want me to collect that
Хочешь,
evidence,
чтобы
right?
улики добыл я?
Ooh, how
Хорошо,
perceptive.
что такой
That's a
догадка.
good start.
Бандисты сволочи
These guys are
крадут с
bastards.
фронта
They
заблоченных
scam
событий.
citizens selling their
Словно
shit at the
чистейшая
highest
вода.
price as if it was pure water. So, what do you
Что
say?
скажешь?
Work
Будешь
with us?
сотрудничать с нами. Если только как я
And
рыба.
what's in it for me?
Serum, of course.
Сырка, конечно,
A
много
good deal of
сыворотки.
it.
Ладно, в деле.
Fine by me. Show me where those guys
Покажи,
actually
где
hang
тут
out, and I'll find the
пресс,
evidence you need.
Great. Just try to be smooth, though. Discreet. So they don't decide to just move their hideout or leave the city.
Всем пофигу, ты тут хреначишься. Совсем. Все стоят как будто тут надо. Простите.
Hi. Looks like you work here.
You don't miss a trick, do you? I ensure the security of this merchant right here. What do you want?
Почему так что торгует?
The neighborhood's really that dangerous for your merchant to
Мне
need a
действительно
security
такой
guard for him
просто
alone.
квартал, что торговцам
The
надо.
place is not worse than the
Не
other,
хуже
but it
других,
still is
но
a shopping
торговых
district.
вырастет.
There's always
Хватает
some
пока на
petty
помощь власти
larceny,
рассчитывать не
and it's not
приходится.
like we can count on the authorities any longer. So the merchants around
Что
hire
местные
guys like
торговцы
me
нанимают парней вроде
because they
меня,
can afford
потому
it.
что могут себе это позволить.
See you later. Have a look at my merchandise, sir? I sell the best quality at the...
Давай посмотрим.
Show me what you got.
Вот, привет.
Hi, you wouldn't be a friend
На
of
сердитая
Charity,
подруга,
would
да?
you?
I know her, yeah.
Да, мы с ней друзья. С ней
Who doesn't, you know?
все дружат, понимаешь?
Seems she likes you.
Кое
She's
кем
worried about
зависит.
your disappearance.
Really? Just,
Правда, я просто нашла
got some
работу,
work,
понимаешь?
see?
Ты точно не хочешь
Sure,
развлечься?
you're not looking for a good time?
М.
Can you tell me more about this neighborhood?
You know, the way I see
Знаешь,
things,
я мало что
not
говорю,
much
что
more than
сам
my room
открыть
and the
свою
square.
комнату и
This
получить
is the shopping
торговый
district, you
квартал
know?
здесь, что
You can buy
хочешь,
anything here,
в том числе
including a
девушки.
date.
Насчет
I've
моей
known
цели
Charity for ages, but you, how'd you meet her?
познакомиться.
You gotta know that Charity worked like us
Раз
before.
так, ты
So
наверняка
she keeps
знаешь,
an eye
что
on
у
girls
нас
like
я
me.
раньше, когда
Helps us out.
работала,
She
присматривала
came to
за
me just
девочками,
after I
координатор,
started, gave me advice.
что-то мне
She's been
помогла
keeping
совет.
an eye on me ever
С
since.
пор за мной приглядывает.
I got a few
Насчет твоего
questions
работы.
about your job.
Кто твой босс?
Who's your pimp? Things okay with
Тебе
him?
нормально относится?
My boss, he's right back there. And yeah, he's a real
Вон тот
sweetie.
парень, да, он сюда.
Anything else?
Чё, что-нибудь?
I got a few questions.
Просто рабочий
You
день.
here all day, all night?
Здесь целый
Pretty
день.
much,
Значит,
yeah.
в общем, да, большую
But,
часть времени я
you
лежу
know,
на
I spend
спине.
most of my time on my back anyway.
But surely even these
Ой,
women
даже
get breaks,
проститутка
don't they?
можно наверное.
Anything else?
Ещё что-нибудь?
I got a few questions. Is the pay good in this line of work?
Why?
А
You
что
looking
хочешь
for a
сменить
career
профессию?
change?
Да,
If
если
you
хорошо
work good, you
работать,
get
платят
good money,
нормально.
yeah. Listen, leave me
Слушай,
alone.
оставь меня в
You'll
покое,
kill me if
ничего
you
не
keep this
будет.
up.
Каждый
He
день
beats me
меня
every day.
Так
It
что
can't be
вот
seen.
его заметно. Уходи,
So just
пожалуйста.
leave me, please.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Так, я
I'm gonna have
думаю,
a couple of
пошел
words with
скрыть
that bastard.
преступную подругу.
Disgusting.
Какую-нибудь
You'll make him pay,
Рой.
right, Roy?
Ведь он заплатит за тебя.
Later.
Счастливо. Водички надо попить.
Listen, that girl of yours
Твоя
doesn't look like she's being treated
девушка
real good.
рабочесть.
What business is that of
Тебе
yours?
какое дело?
She ought to be happy.
Заработать
She
хорошо.
works in a good
Клиентов
neighborhood.
хватает.
And she's got
Не
work,
то, что
not like
ее
the
товарок.
others.
Be happy? You
Радоваться?
son of a
Ах ты
bitch.
мразь. Думаешь, предоставляю тебе выбор.
I don't think you get my drift.
Или ты
You
предложишь
let her
идти,
leave,
и до права
and
не
I don't kick
дашь.
your head in.
Поэтому
That's
это
my offer.
ты дашь.
Oh, you really think
Потому
this
что
shit
фантастику
like you's
каких-нибудь
gonna scare
ты не
me?
первый
Ain't the
который
first time
следует
some
за
punks
тобой.
tried to butt in on my business. Now get the fuck out of here,
Шел сюда, хотел
asshole,
ходить
or
для
I'll
головы
kick your
второго.
head in.
Ты сам напросился.
You little fuck. That was a big mistake. One I was hoping you'd make.
Ткань.
You making progress with
Ну
the
что,
other
как успехи
little
на
guy?
новом месте? Я решил твою
I
проблему.
talked to your pimp.
Не дарил
You
с тем
can go back to your
можешь
neighborhood.
возвращаться.
If I were you, I'd
Твоем
go see
месте я бы
charity
сразу
right
приносил
away.
милосердие.
Thanks. Thanks a
Спасибо.
lot.
Огромное спасибо.
One more week
Что
and I
неделя
think I'm
другая, я
gonna die.
примерно не вышло.
See you at her place.
Увидимся у нее. Так, ну давайте здесь наверху посмотрим, что.
The access looks blocked for the moment.
Доступ, похоже, через берег. Игра постоянно кого-то нахлобучивать надо. Лагерь для военнопленных, кто только у него. Говорю, прибыл на родную станцию, и все. Началось.
Roy, looks like you're back in the neighborhood.
Always a pleasure.
Всегда ради
Of course.
тебя. Ну, конечно,
What do you
тебе
want?
нужно. Что я потребую?
I got your friend away from that guy. She should be back soon, if she isn't already.
Sorry, I heard all this. Thank you. Roy. Here, take these pills. He'll be wanting to move
будешь
back.
такое удивляться.
And the resistance?
Как насчет
I
сопротивления?
have a few leads, but nothing solid. Come back and see me soon. I should be able to help you.
И постарайся помочь.
Sorry, Roy. I don't have the information you want yet.
Please, miss. Find them.
I need money. Got anything I can do?
I always have some kind of trouble, you know how it goes.
Парень
It
крепкий, может,
seems
ты
you look
выручишь.
pretty tough. You can maybe help me out a bit. I could use your
Ты с кем не
persuasive skills to
политическим
solve a small
руководителем?
litigation, or more like two. First, I'd really like to get
Взыскать
payment from a
долги
customer who's been
страшно
annoyingly
это
slow
наплатить.
to honor his debts.
Your girls give credit?
А у девочки работает по
Seriously?
кредиту? Серьезно?
These are hard times, handsome.
Красавчик,
Some
переносит
of
сейчас
them make
тяжело
compromises.
компромисс.
I just make sure
Просто
they don't
жить
get
тем,
fucked
что
any
ты
more than they
мне
should.
больше, чем нужно.
Which leads us to our
Ты
second
привык
guy,
ко второму
or should I
плану,
say
точнее, к
pig,
посреднику,
who
который
keeps
становится
harassing my
частным
girls,
вопросом.
asking for free tricks while shaking his pathetic, ugly, and
Другими
poorly
грязными
kept
причинами.
junk. That one, you reason
С
with him,
ними
you
делай,
hang
что
him by the
хочешь.
balls,
Говорю,
even make
это
sausage meat out of him, I could
ваш.
care less, but I just don't
Здесь
ever
больше
want to
никогда
see
не
him
появился.
around again.
I'll see what I can do.
Посмотрим, что можно сделать.
Sorry, Roy, I don't have...
Please, miss.
You already have work to do.
Ah, it's my
Вот
hero.
мой задача
What can I do for you?
Ты не нужно выглядишь.
I'm a lot better since that
Уж как
bastard
этому
stopped hitting
расписано,
me.
хотя бы
But you
для
know,
тебя лучше.
let's just say I
Знаешь,
got my
мне,
share of
скажем так,
problems.
свои проблемы.
What kind of
Какие
problems?
проблемы?
Girls disappearing.
Девочки исчезают.
Some even turn up dead.
Все
Nobody gives a shit. You know, we
что
just
ж,
hookers.
это меня пугает.
And I'm kind of scared.
I see. I'll look into it.
Я этим займусь. Сейчас.
Later.
Так, это частота ремонта вернусь. Поехали дальше.
Right. Humility, I presume.
So, what do you
Что
want?
нравится, кто
Wanna cherish the
распушал туры,
watchdogs, huh?
которые милосердно
Get
провалят
lost,
меня в
fucker.
бессмысленность.
I ain't moving.
Ты же не хочешь разозлить некроманта?
Not too smart, are
Ой,
we?
нейроманта.
You feel like fucking with a pissed off
Техноман.
technomancer? I'm
Знаешь,
sure
что
that would be a
шаг
shocking
выше?
experience, and I trust you like shocking, right?
Шок. Ты ж любишь
Technomancer.
техноман.
Oh,
Уверен, мы сможем
wait a minute, man.
наверное, это слишком
I'm sure we
сильно
can.
пристать к
Okay.
девушкам из
I
бара,
might be a little
которые
annoying
будут
sometimes with
носить.
charities girls, but
But you'll stop fucking around and
Теперь
change
ты
neighborhoods.
прокатившись
Was that what you
едешь
wanted to say?
в такой район.
well, no, yeah, I mean, yes, that's what I wanted to say.
Не так, как я хотел сказать.
I'll
Я
leave
оставлю
these
тебя в
girls
хороших
alone,
руках.
and you won't see me
Парень
around charity
милосердия,
bar ever again.
Wise decision. One
Ну,
that
твое
actually
решение, на
saves your
самом деле, не
life.
спасло тебе
You
жизнь.
better keep your word, though.
Дал
You
слово.
don't want me to hear about
Если
you
хочешь
again.
тебя услышать, ты об этом не
No,
жалеешь.
no, it won't happen.
Не
I'll
слушаешь.
leave the
Я
neighborhood,
твой друг
I
говорю.
promise.
access looks blocked for the moment.
Hey, where do you think you're going like that?
I was just having a look. What's this room for?
None of your business. Get out of here. Hey, where do you think you're going like that?
You really think you can stop me from entering?
You can always try, but if you enter by force, you'll see the room's empty. It's just a storeroom.
Okay, just for the sake of argument.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
You really think you can stop?
You can always try.
Okay.
Hey, where do you think you're going like that?
You really think
you can all?
Okay.
Вижу, это жарище.
Hey, Roy. Lose something?
Later. Well, what's the matter?
Like you'd give a damn.
Go on, tell me. I can always walk away if I'm bored.
Really?
I guess I don't have much left to lose. My wife, Fidelity, disappeared. She just left to go to the market in Tierville, but she never came back. It's been over 2 days. I've been to the army and they've been sympathetic, but that's all. They're all too busy running around looking for some renegade.
Huh, I see. Are you sure she didn't just leave?
What? No, she wouldn't. And she wouldn't leave all her things at home like that. Please, either help me or leave. I can't keep on telling this story.
Look, I'm pretty busy, so I can't promise you anything, but if I hear anything, and I mean anything, I'll make sure to get word to you.
You do that? Thank you. It's far more than I've gotten from the authorities. Here, please take her picture. I pray you'll find her. I don't know what I'd do without her.
I'll be back if I have news.
Перестал находить частично, что
right?
Do I know you?
I'm just the guy they sent to break your news until you paid your debts.
What? There must be some mistake. I don't have any debt. Who are you?
The girls from Charity's bar would seem to disagree on that.
Ah, the hookers. And what proof do they have now? Let it be a lesson to them. When you're stupid enough to give credit in their line of business, you get fucked. Twice.
Fine by me. I'll just search.
Yeah? You and what army? Come on, guys, we'll cool him down.
Right. What am I gonna do with you?
Что ж мне с тобой делать? Вообще жить выходи, пока не поверил.
This time, I'm only taking the serum
Сейчас
that's in
возьму
your
только эту
pockets.
соску,
If you
которую
want me to
везде в
drain what's in your
карман.
veins
Если
as
не
well,
хочешь, чтобы я выкачал
better
ее
get
из
the fuck
твоих
out of here.
несчастья.
I have all the evidence you wanted.
Awesome. Roy, man, you sure live up to your reputation. That's great work. We'll be able to charge them with all this.
Насколько это все законно?
You know, with all the gangs around, I've been wondering why you were after that one in
Все
particular.
понимаю, почему ты...
Not to mention that with all the soldiers around, it's kind of sad to hear you can't even have one who can keep an eye on them. Only wondering, of course. It's just that, oddly enough, I have a few doubts about that whole operation being actually legal. Might have something to do with the fact that I know Prowess. He'd be the kind of guy with a few friends in uniform.
Listen, you should know that in this sector, it's better not to ask too many questions, right?
In this sector, huh? And what sector are we talking about again? Not the army, I take it. Sounds more like, say, smuggling to me.
Okay, Roy. How about I double your reward and you just forget about all this?
How about you triple it and call it a day?
Talk about a ripoff. All right, then. Take that serum and disappear.
Heard anything about these strange murders of women in Shadowlair?
The serial killer, huh? Not much, except he always leaves a signature on their bodies. But I don't even know what kind. It would seem he drugs his victims, though, with EBL. That's pretty much all I know. The guys on the case seem to be stuck. Or just too busy to actually give a shit about a few dead hookers.
Really? Wow, that's amazing. Anyway, thanks for the info. You heard about that woman who disappeared 2 days ago? Her husband gave me a picture of her.
Let me see. I checked so many people. Nope, don't think I saw her.
Hi. Looks like
You don't miss it.
in your job, I imagine you keep an eye on everyone passing by. Know this woman?
I see a lot of women passing by. What's so particular with this one, besides the cute face?
She's been particularly missing for 2 days now. Her husband sent me to find her.
Husband? Sad. Saw her, yeah. The day before yesterday, I think. With a guy. I remember because the way she was walking. She seemed like she drunk too much. He was helping her. They went through that alley behind me.
I see. Thanks for the info. See you later. That's one ugly cut.
Did you see her face?
Just a quick look. The drool and the red eyes kind of turned me off.
The eyes injected with blood, indeed. A significant amount of very thick saliva on the lips, which are otherwise very dehydrated. Oh, I also noticed that her hands were relatively red, especially for a corpse.
You know this?
All too well, unfortunately. They're the symptoms of EBL, which is also called date rape drug. A lot of it.
Do I want to know why it's called that?
The powder creates a powerful inhibitor in the frontal lobes. The victim loses awareness of their actions and the consequences. They become somewhat anesthetized, completely relaxed, uninhibited.
Uh-huh, and open to every proposal from the first dog in heat to come walking along.
Please, this drug is repugnant. And what makes it worse is that it has no odor, no color, and dissolves easily in any liquid.
In other words, all someone has to do is pour a little in your drink, and before you know it, you're fucked.
My word, I see you understand the principle. That's more than enough.
You think she died of an overdose?
No, I think she was still alive when the killer opened her up. I just hope she wasn't conscious. She must have bled to death. But again, I can't be sure without having properly examined the body.
That's already an interesting lead. Thank you. You seem to know a lot on the subject.
I'm a nurse. But yes, I know the drug. Better than I wish I did. There's not much more to say. I think that's clear enough.
That is. Sorry.
So am I. I knew him, you know. At least, I thought I knew him. I feel so stupid now whenever I think about it. Stupid and dirty. But I'm still here at least, not like those poor girls. The monster killing them all has to be stopped, whatever it takes. And I'm sorry, but have his balls cut off.
How do you get the drug? Not on every street corner, I hope.
From a dealer, of course. Go see my son's dealer. He must know more about it than me.
All right, I'll go find the dealer.
Another woman victim of that head.
Your son's doing better? Must be tough, quitting cold turkey like that.
It is tough, but there are no half measures with these substances. It'll take a good week before he's gone through all the phases. I give him pain relievers, and that way I keep him near me, too, until this is over.
And his father?
I'd rather not talk about that. I told Chance he was dead, and I hope he is.
I see. Good luck. You know the craftsman whose workshop your son set up in?
Mr. Frugality? Of course, he was living here before I was even born. He's hardly a master of his trade, but he's a good man. I cared for his wife when I was starting. I'll never forget.
What'd she have?
She never managed to give birth. I helped the doctor with various treatments. But when it turned out that she was showing symptoms of mutation, the son of a bitch decided that her sterility was a sign that she simply shouldn't have children. He denounced her so she would be put in a reserve with the other mutants. But she preferred to take her own life. Mr. Frugality was the one who found her, hanging in the workshop. A letter for him at her feet. The poor man. I don't know how he can stay there.
I think it must be harder for him to leave it. I'm going. The access looks blocked for the moment. have some bad news.
What? Please tell me. What did you find?
I'm sorry. She's dead. They found her body in an alley near the market.
Fidelity. I knew it really. I just needed to hear it. It wasn't like her to just disappear. How did she die? Please tell me she didn't suffer.
They drugged her first, EBL, then killed her. She was unconscious and hopefully didn't feel a thing. She could have even overdosed from the drug.
Murdered? Why? We should have moved out of town when we had the chance. It's my fault. I can't believe it. Can't believe she's gone. The only comfort is that she wasn't conscious. And that's not much.
I'm so sorry.
I can't face seeing her like that now. I need to be alone.
I'm leaving.
You again? I didn't sell nothing to any kids, I promise.
I hope not. Though that's not really my problem anymore. I came to see you for some information.
Okay. I'm listening.
Good. So tell me, Serenity, do you sell ABL?
Sometimes. Just a warning, though. It's real expensive. And don't go asking for no discount. You ain't exactly a repeat customer.
Ouch. You hurt me.
Ты ранил
Truly.
меня в самое сердце
But I'll
сейчас
forgive you if you tell me
попрошу
what you sell
тебя,
it to.
если скажешь, кому звоню
I got a business to run, dude.
между
I ain't ratting about nobody. Especially about those with that much serum to throw around.
And you know that your business has a lot better chance of surviving today's depression if you give me what I want. Nobody will know where it comes from, so you can keep exploiting the misery in the neighborhood.
Shit, give me a fucking break. All right, but spare me the sob story. I gave it the office. Anyway, first off, you can forget about names. I got no idea. They ain't from around here. They only come here to buy because I'm the only one who's got what they want.
That's something, for starters. Keep going.
All right, so, the first one's quite a weirdo if you ask me. But hey, he pays good and knows what he wants. The guy only buys EBL. He doesn't talk much, but honestly, I prefer it that way. Other than that, he dresses casually, his brown hair, but most of the time you'll see him wearing that stupid hat of his.
Okay, and the other?
All right, the other guy's got dark hair, kind of serious looking, and always dresses real good. Usually he buys some of everything and makes my day. No money issue, that one either.
And if they're not from here, you know where they come from?
Well, the thing about customers like that is, less you know, better it is for everybody. Especially if somebody gets caught. The second guy came by a few days ago. Took a bit of everything I had, same as always. I kinda picture him somewhere in a place like Tierville, but that's just an impression I got.
I can always go check it out. Thanks for the info. Remind...
You're... Alright, he doesn't...
Oh.
Alright.
And if they're not...
Well, this...
I can... You never have problems with the cops around?
Ha! The cops! The militia doesn't exist anymore. And the army's got other things to do. This is the slums, dude. Don't sweat it. Nothing's gonna happen to you here. And when a couple of soldiers do come around here, we take care of things. But don't go getting all misty-eyed. They ain't exactly clean either. When they come see me, they're not after candy.
I catch your drift. You ever have...
What for? Special...
For someone...
In my... In what? So the...
I'll let you get back to...
Yeah, you...
Hey, Roy. Lose something?
You and Tranquility know each other?
Enough to know he's real smart. But I know how to keep... He used to...
You fight?
So
I found this coin. Can you tell me anything about it?
apart from the fact it's the work of an amateur, this thing comes from a workshop, that's for sure. But definitely not mine. You're looking for somebody short-sighted with one arm. And if you find him, make sure you break his fingers. Nobody should be allowed to make something this bad.
Thanks. I guess I'll go looking for another workshop. Know any others?
I don't know everything in the city. There's a guy at the edge of the slums, but he's been in the business so long, I'd be amazed if it was his.
I can always go check it out. Thanks for the info. So, back in business?
And how? Thanks to you. If I can do anything for you, just let me know.
Well, now that you mention it, I found this coin, and I figured someone like you might be able to tell me a bit more about it.
Well, you got that right. I made it. Where'd you find it?
You make a lot of them?
No, only on order. Time to time, I get an order by mail, and I deliver the package to an address they gave me.
What's the address?
Well, it's in the suburbs, but hang on. I'll look in my register and write down the exact place. But you know, there's no real point going out of your way for that. At worst, the guy'll order more coins off of me.
That's kind of what I don't want to see happen. Thanks for the address. Later.
It's my hero. What can I do for you?
Later.
Roy, honey, you're gonna be so proud of good old Charity. I found the resistance, or at least a way to get in touch with them. They have an informer in a bar in the North neighborhood, a guy who organizes arena fights. You'll probably have to earn his respect before he trusts you. He seems kind of twisted, but you're a big boy, right? Good enough for you?
Yeah, you really are the queen of the city. Huh. Seeing as this kind of contact can go south any second, I think we better hurry.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Miss Charity, thanks for your help.
Call me Charity like everyone, kid. And don't worry, I'm glad I could help.
I took care of that bad payer of yours.
Good. Could you get all the serum he owed us?
Hope so. I took all he had, squeezed him to the last drop.
I see. And that's even more than what he actually owed us. Roy, honey, you're definitely my hero. Here, take this as a reward for your effort.
That pervert won't be trouble any longer.
Now that's a relief. Thank you, honey. That sure deserves a small reward. Here, have this.
I took care of those two parasites who were making your life difficult. Got another gig for me?
Well, you proved I could trust you with the money from that default guy. I know of quite a few who would have tried to fuck me on that one. I need someone reliable to assist one of my security guards and convey our earnings to my banker.
Hold on. You trust a banker and you put me to the test? Alright, now I'm shocked.
Don't be jealous, sweetheart. Of course I trust you. But it's a dangerous mission, you know? Our transporters are regularly ambushed by a bunch of organized bandits. They don't stop at anything.
Neither do I. You can count on me. And which security guard we talking about here?
Honesty. He'll be waiting for you. Just go see him when you're ready to leave. Roy, looks like...
Always
Of course. I don't have anything more to...
Ah, it's my hero.
Later.
Roy, I guess. I'm honesty.
So it's just the two of us.
We've been running out of volunteers since last time. One of us got killed. Anyway, the more we are, the more we draw attention. And Charity seems to think you're worth 10 men.
I hope I don't disappoint her. Sounds like it's not going to be a walk in the park.
Well, that's a whole lot of money we're transporting. I'll go and keep watch at the entrance of Tierville. Just find me when you're ready.
How long have you been leading that kind of expedition?
3 years, but I've been working with Charity for 7 years now.
And you never felt like running off at the takings? Honesty?
The old joke about virtue names, huh? Just so you know, there actually are virtuous people among Aurora.
Of course, but you could have had other virtues than the ones you're named after, like pragmatism, unpredictability, or...
These aren't virtues.
Well, I don't agree. Still, it sure is refreshing to travel with someone like you. No need to wait any longer.
Very well, I'll go now. Don't be too long to join me. I'll be exposed out there waiting for you. All right, for the route, you have to follow my indications. No way I'll let you try another path, okay? We don't want to end up in the marketplace. So, are you ready?
I'll lead the way. Just guide me.
I follow you. Stay on your guard, though. I think I already spotted one bandit while waiting for you. That's past the door in front of us. Get that bastard moving! See why I needed backup? There, on the far left now. bastard fool me. Fuck.
Hard to believe nobody ever tried to steal that serum.
No one said it never happened.
So tell me the story.
3 years ago, before I took over, the 4 guys in charge of transporting the serum agreed just to leave with the booty. So Charity hired a mercenary, one of the tenacity kind. He never brought back all the serum. He sure brought back the 4 heads in a disgusting bag. Man, did it stink.
Все.
So, how much are you carrying today?
I hope you're not considering what I think you are.
Just asking.
I'd never do that to Charity. She's a good woman, a great woman. If you're planning to cheat her, you'll have to do it over my dead body.
I'm not sure I like your tone. I might just take that serum as a compensation for how bad a companion you are.
You fucking scumbag.
Oh, please. Come on, don't make such a big deal out of it. Hard to believe nobody ever...
No one.
So tell...
3...
So...
Oh.
Just ask.
If you...
Let's move.
The guy should be somewhere on the far right. Get that bastard fool! There we are. Here, sir. Into Charity's account.
Very well. Let me count all this. My. Now that's a sum. Here, have the receipt. And my good thoughts to dear Charity.
Thank you. And thank you, Roy. I doubt I would have made it without you. You're a fucking killer. I'll bring the receipt to Charity. I'll see you there, man. Anytime.
All right, later.
Hi, you want something?
I wanted to know if you've ever seen the girl in this picture.
Let me see. No, but I wish I had. Would gladly whisper a few sweet nothings in her lovely ear.
Uh-huh. Too bad. I'm sure you know more than you're saying.
I'm not sure I understand.
Pretty simple. This woman was murdered, just like several others before her, and you're my primary suspect.
That's ridiculous. I don't even know her. Why would I do any harm to her? And anyway, who the hell do you think you are accusing me like that? Some army officer? A bloody technomancer, maybe? Get lost.
Look, I know you're the only one buying EBL around here, and strangely enough, all the victims were stuffed with that shit.
What? I don't even know what that stuff is.
Also, witnesses saw you walking around with that woman in the streets of Tierville.
Bullshit. I don't know this drug. I don't know this woman, and you have no witness at all. Actually, you have absolutely nothing, or you would have told the authorities already. Unless you have something to hide. Leave me alone.
I'm not going to spend hours explaining it. I'll just do a good deed and take care of you, the hard way.
Yeah, right. And I'm just gonna let you, huh? Come on, shit stirrer. You'll regret talking out of your ass once I've stuffed all the words back in.
Now that was fun. Just in case, I'll let you live. Just don't make me regret it, or you'll be regretting it even more. I cornered the killer. I doubt he'll do it again. The streets are safe now.
Thank you, Roy. You're a sweetheart. If you want a little fun, you know. In the meantime, take this. My way of saying thanks for taking care of us.
Roy, if you want me to leave you alone for a while.
Not a problem, kid. Don't worry. If he wants to see me, he knows where to find me. You're still a virgin, right?
Well...
What I thought. You got an invitation too, honey. Time you learned a few things.
Later.
Roy, looks like you're back.
Always a pleasure.
Of course.
We had some company, but everything went fine. Your serum is safe.
Honesty told me everything. He's not easily impressed, you know. But it sure sounds like you gave those bandits a piece of hell. I think they will think twice before they try to attack us again. Thank you, Roy. I just knew I could count on you. Here, you sure as hell deserve a reward after all you did for me. I don't have anything more to propose you at the moment, honey. You already helped me a lot. I don't have anything more to propose.
Так, ну что, когда мы сохранимся, продолжим, что возможно завтра. Посмотрим, как все бабы, кто смотрел, возможно, подписался на третий, заработал. Всем удачи, всем